Hello, my name is Paul De La Torre, and today I will be talking about the importance of animal care services. Um, Animal care services has been a big impact on my life, and I believe it's very important to the world because, one, I've gotten the chance to go volunteer and help the people out at animal care services, and I realized there that they have a very big job to do that people don't necessarily realize. Um, I helped out. I went to go clean the kennels, took the dogs for walks, and bathe the dogs. But there's so many more jobs there that I didn't get to experience yet. But yeah, my main problem with animal care services and their problem is that they do not have enough funding, and they don't have enough support from the community or the world. And I believe it's an important enough topic or issue that we should have all the support and as much money as we need. Um, okay, we funding is a problem because, for example, this month or this March in San Antonio, there was approximately 616 animals at the end of the month for the people there at Animal Care Services to take care of. Now, according to the survey, about 85% of the class owns owns an animal or has owned an animal before, and I assume they can. I assume they know how hard it was to take care of them, and that's only one pet. This is 616 pets. That's a little bit more. The food alone costs so much. Then it's also time and energy into the animal so they can be loved and cared for properly. Um, apologize. Um, yeah, so that's it's a big deal. It's a big responsibility to take care of all of these animals. Okay. Sorry. All right. My next issue is that animal care. Any animal shelter costs a lot of money to not only run but to get a startup. The ACS here in San Antonio, it took about $2 million to just start up, and since its opening, it's cost around $500,000 a year, which is a lot of money. But whenever you see that where the money goes and how it's used, the money doesn't seem as much because, like I said before, animals are very expensive to take care of, and this amount of animals, it's necessary, and especially with things like cages and food, it grows after number to be quite expensive. All right, next. Oh, all right. I'm sorry. Okay. A problem that ACS have to deal with is they don't have enough support from the local community, and that that's where they get a lot of their volunteers, like me. Um, but that's where they get a lot of their volunteers and help. And any volunteers, they can make a huge impact on either the people there or the animals there. I personally think that the animals they need as much help as they can get because they're they're lonely. They were strays or they were given up, and they need people who care that they can trust. Now, ACS, they're handling these problems by taking loans or accepting any little money or donations that they can use on their website. Excuse me. Um, they also make their website easily to look around, to view, to get information. That that really helps a lot. That's how I figured out how I can go volunteer. Because you can't just show up and say I want to volunteer. You need a set of time, and you need someone to walk you around and give you a job to do or anything. And they're addressing the problem of not having community help by always having events or field days where the people they, as I was saying before, animal care services, they have field days where people can go help out, volunteer, and they put flyers, posters, they make ads on their website, and with whatever little money they can, they post ads on television as well. They try to get the community involved because that's a huge part of who they are and what they're made out of. Because um, people don't get paid too much, if at all, to go help ACS. So the main contributors of work are volunteers. Okay. Uh, okay. All right. Now imagine a world where animal care services didn't exist. There would be strays on every street. There would be a lot more animals killed. There would be dog fights. There would be so much more horrendous. It would just be a much more horrendous world. Um, and strays, they always get abused and mistreated because they're just viewed as just strays. Because people are like, they're dirty, they're smelly, they're rabid, and everyone always thinks they have like rabies or something. But Animal Care Services gives them a place to go and get taken care of. And also, that's another billing issue, medical bills for animals, because a lot of them, they go and they already have um, pre-existing health problems. Now, let's compare that with a world where ACS has all the money that they need. A lot more families would have pets. A lot of people would be more inclined to go to the animal shelter to go pick up an animal for their son or daughter. Um, we've already said that there would be no more strays. A lot of animals would have homes, and the animal care services, they would be able to afford more space, because that's another huge problem, because they don't have the space to hold all of these animals. Like I said, they had 616 at the end of this month, and that's that they already accounted for giving away animals, sending some to proper homes. So that's another big issue. Let's see. Yes. Then the storage space for animals, that's one reason, that's probably the only reason that animal care services euthanize animals. And since they euthanize animals, a lot of people, they have a problem with that, but no one wants to euthanize any animals for any reason, but sometimes they do it out of necessity because they don't have the space. If an animal's been there for 6 months or however long that they were there, then they're forced to euthanize them to make room for another animal that has a shot of going to a happy home. They do it out of necessity. Now, my final statement is going to be about the animals. They're man's best friend. Their cats are amazing animals, but they first off need a home, a temporary home in animal care services, and sadly enough, that they don't have enough support, and we're missing out on a bunch of great animals that could have homes. Yes. I apologize. I'm looking at my notes. Yes, we can show our support by giving donation, our time, our money, any little thing that we can by going on the Animal Care Service website. It's very easy to follow through, and the animals need as much help as they can, because they're so fragile and they can't fend for themselves. That's the main reason why animal care services is a thing, because they need us, and coincidentally, we need them. They're our best friends. Animals are a big part of our lives, so we need to take care of them as much as they take care of us. And also, I got this information from sanantonio.gov and Orvis.com and sanantonio.com, journaltimes.com, and sanantonio.gov once again. So if you can, go to the website. It's easy to follow through. And just give whatever little you can. That's all I ask. Thank you.